But I think that's how you level up in the journey. The more you face your fear, that's how you gain the confidence. Hi, beautiful souls. Welcome to my channel. My name is Ankita, your friend over here, back again with another video for all of you. This video is a special one and most vulnerable one. I have made lot of vulnerable videos lately, but I think that's what a journey I am into. So, in this video, I will be talking about fear of success, and I will also share with you what are the traits so that you can identify are you experiencing one of them. So, sit back, relax, have a cup of coffee or tea, and let's dive deep into this conversation. Stay till end. I'm sure you will find lot of value from this, because I felt like if someone would have told me this thing, the journey would have become easier. So let's go. Lately I was listening and reading lot about how we are fearful of success. It might not be in your consciousness because it wasn't in mine. I never thought this way, that I am coming in my own way and I am stopping myself from being successful. Because what happens is, most of the time we are just taking action and we are just doing the things which feels comfortable and easy. Yes, it is helping you move forward, but you will realize if you want to see some extraordinary result, you have to push yourself out of comfort zone. And that was somewhere a big shock for me also, where I realized like, yes, I am taking this consistent action, but I'm also fearful of success. This was not in my consciousness, but I realized somewhere subconsciously there are a lot of limiting thoughts and belief where I'm not comfortable being seen or being successful. Because when I step into that position, that will come with lot of responsibility, but most importantly, it will be like I will be more visible. People will see me more and I will be in a limelight. And I feel somewhere that thing scares me. And confronting this thing takes lot, but yes, I am fearful of being seen. So one of the biggest clue what you can relate to is, as most of you know, I am a traveler and I travel a lot. And as I travel, I meet lot of people. And first thing that people ask with you is what you do. I always have this safety net of being an architect, entrepreneur and having my own business, because that is out there and it is visible. So that is one thing where I always tell people like, I am an architect, I own my business, Ankita Juneja Design. But I never felt this confident to share and say to people that I also have YouTube channel and I also have podcast. I think it's because I have the fear of judgment over there, and also I am not in a place where I have a huge followers. So that thing I always kept up to myself. Unless I became comfortable, I did not share it with people. But what I started seeing is, lately as I have done more of healing work, I became more confident and I started sharing with people. And also most of you have given me this courage to share with people, because you have shared that my video has impacted and it is helping you all. That gave me courage, and late in 23 I started telling people that yes, I also have YouTube channel. But I realized like this was the one thing that I was most scared of. I never talked to people and share and said that I also have YouTube channel and podcast. I still somewhere sabotage on this thing. I don't openly say a lot. The second thing what I found was, which I also shared in my recent podcast episode, that as a woman, sometimes you find it hard to ask for your worth and charge for your service. Whether it's business or whether anything like this, you will see that there is this blockage which you need to heal, so that you are comfortable asking for the value you are providing. And because the more people will know you, that's how you will expand. So somewhere I have seen like I myself kept things to myself. Even now, most of you might not even know that I have a book, I have a podcast, I have a YouTube, and I also have a architecture and interior design business. Maybe most of you are coming to know this for the first time. But I realized like this was the blockage, this was the unhealed thing inside of me, because I also went back to it like where it's coming from. See, in my family, my mom is a housewife and her mother was also a housewife. So if I see as a generational thing, I am the first woman in this lineage where I am going out and doing something like this to, be independent. My mom and my maternal grandmom was never independent women, they were a dependent woman. And this is not just my case. Most of you, especially the women, will relate to it. So somewhere there is this thing that, in this society, in this place, male have always been in the dominance. I'm not going into the gender, but try and understand what I'm trying to say. Like, especially for women where the blockage is coming, I'm targeting to that side. I have no intention to make it male or female. Let me give a disclaimer over here. So I realize like male always have this upfront attitude and approach to be like, okay, this is my service, this is what my worth is, and if you're okay, I'm willing to work with you. But when it comes to women on the contrary side, we are always hesitant to charge for what we are worth. Maybe you're worth more, but you settle for less because you feel like who will pay you, and that's where we go wrong. We should know we are equally worth. You are not doing a charity or anything, you are providing a service which is taking your time, your effort, your energy, which is worth the money. That is an exchange that you are providing. And the root cause of this is we are always taught to adjust and to settle. Men are never taught this way. And this conversation when I have with my boyfriend, that's how I equally realize like, okay, where this thing is coming. So I always enjoy having that conversation. And other day unknowingly even he mentioned, what, my pet name is Anku. So he was like, Anku, you can be this bridge and you are sharing an empowering woman because it has a power. Being a male also, he supports a woman and I have a big respect for him because he is the one who will always empower women, who will hire women because he equally have his own business, but he is the first one to go and give employment to the women. So coming to the point, he mentioned that thing. I think this is true in the alpha society that yes, there is always the dominance of male, and I realized like, yes, I want to be successful, I want to grow big, but I am coming in my own way. I am self-sabotaging my own success because somewhere I feel like, what if I become bigger? What if all lights are on me? I felt comfortable like this channel is growing slowly, but if it just becomes big in one day, probably I might not know how to handle that success, and I think that's why my approach was way different. But I realized I want to do certain things, I want to see it somewhere, but I am coming in my own way because it requires a different energy, it requires a different input. I have to go and I have to share this with more people. I have to tell and I have to be in the surroundings where I am comfortable being criticized. And I have also seen whenever I used to travel with my friend, he used to be the one who will tell others like she is also a YouTuber. But I never said that thing to people like I am a YouTuber. So all these things were coming back to me and I reflected like, yes, somewhere these things were blocking my success. We might not be consciously aware like these are the things, but you will find clue when you sit with yourself. And as I was thinking like how big I want to expand, I saw like my body going into flight mode because it was uncomfortable. The change felt scary because I have to go and reach out to more people. I felt so uncomfortable, like I have to put myself out there. I have to see the rejection if I invite people for interview. All these things were going inside of me and I felt, oh my god, where all this thing is coming from. And I was also listening to a podcast and that's how I even realized this is more common for female, but it's not just for female. We all have this fear where we are afraid to be seen out there. But what I realized from this is it will require a lot of inner healing and work. Maybe I have to dive deep and heal what are the traumas holding over there, and I have to rework my brain and my mind so that I can be open and I can put myself out there. I know I have to do lot of work to be in that energy where I'm comfortable putting myself out there. And I also realize like this is the thing that need my attention, because if I want to level up, there are lot of internal healing and things I need to do. Also, another interesting thing what I found was You know, when I was just connecting the dots, why certain things did not happen and work for me, I got this clarity like, okay, life wants to take me into the next level for which I'm not yet prepared. But it will require of me to come out of my comfort zone, because recording this video has literally become my comfort zone. I cannot just be in this comfort zone and expand this channel. So I was like, okay, but it feels so scary, and I'm genuinely expressing this to you because it really feels scary. But also I know that I have to put in the effort, I have to do the work. Maybe I have to talk to a lot of people about the same so that I feel more confident to take action on those things. But I think that's how, you know, you level up in the journey. The more you face your fear, that's how you gain the confidence. And this was the thing which I just read some time back, and I felt like how universe is just aligning all the thoughts, all the quotes and all the messages and guiding me like, okay, come out of your comfort zone. You will only feel confident when you take action. And I always see this different play of universe, like how my life is always guided. It's through this sign and synchronicity, and this is not just about me, this is about all of us. If we are open to see the clues, you will find a theme, you will find a pattern in the universe, in surrounding, stating like what you need to do next. If you're fearful, it will just be there unless you own that shit and you move forward. Because I know that's how even I work. I was like, I'm feeling sleepy, I don't want to record this video, I don't want to confess this thing, but I cannot hold it into myself. And I even changed my dress, and I was like, okay, just go and do it, doesn't matter how you're looking, just show up. And I was like, okay, let's do this, otherwise I won't feel at rest. And that's how, you know, at times my video is so impromptu and I just show up the way I am, because that is all about energy. I am not that creator who is so focused on the makeup, the looks and all those things. At least not at the moment. I don't know in future. Maybe when I'm in the interview format, I have to look certain way. But at the moment, I just show up when I feel like there is a pull. I have to deliver a message. And this was a way for me also to come back to this video and listen to this video and encourage myself. As much as this video is for you, it is a reminder for me also that I need to step up and I have to heal, I have to work upon myself, and I have to let go of all the blockages that is stopping me to move toward next level. Because I realize enough of this safety game and being in your comfort zone. I equally have to push myself, because this channel is a genuine expression. If I am not doing something and I'm just faking, it's not worth the channel. So you will see how I move, what I learn, how I heal and overcome this thing, because it's a journey for me also, which I am just walking along with you. But if you resonated with these points, this thing, know that this is how you level up. Because at times the success is scary because we have not seen that. And most importantly, no one around us has done that. We are the first one to do that thing. So there is no roadmap that this is how you become successful or this is how you take action. It's a try and error which we all are doing by experimenting and taking action. Otherwise, you know, family business is always an easiest cash flow, because it's like a tried and tested and a legacy business where, you know, like you have to do certain things and money will come. But when you are doing something unknown, uncomfortable, it requires a different kind of energy. And also I want to say, it's not for the weak soul. You are the bravest one, let me remind you, because I know what it takes to do this and I am doing this. That's why I can say that kudos to you. I am with you and I'm really proud of you. As much as I'm proud for myself, I'm proud for you, because it is for the bravest. But on a concluding note, I want to say to you, keep going, don't come in your way. If you need to heal, if you need to work upon yourself, do it. Let's do this together so that we can achieve our dreams. Success or failure is not something that I'm referring to, but at least we can walk towards our dream and we can feel proud of ourselves that yes, we have accomplished something. And for me, that is the success. I'm not talking about here how much wealth you accumulate, but in my understanding, in my eyes, you are successful if you are living your dream life and if you are working towards your dream, because I am a dreamer and I'll be forever a dreamer. who will cheer you up, and I will be always here as your cheerleader. I hope this episode has inspired you. It has brought some value in your life. Let me know in the comment section. Was this video helpful? I'm looking forward to read your comment, and I'm excited to connect with you in my next video. So stay tuned for that. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and be part of the tribe so that we are connected. I hope this video was helpful to you some way or the other. Sending you lots of love and light. Signing off from my side. Until next time, keep shining bright. Bye bye.